Coming up on the Entertainment Zone, the Bachelor franchise has given us endless entertainment, and its spin-off series, The Golden Bachelor, has left fans captivated. We had a chance to sit down with some of your favorites, Pascal, Susan Knowles, and Jordan Heller. I'm Front Row Phyllis, and this is the Entertainment Zone. Pascal was a Frenchman with flair, but what has life been like for him after the show? Welcome, Pascal, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, in your beautiful work home, shall we
Yes,
say?
work home, yeah.
Right? Home
My
from...
second home after home, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which you've been here as your second home. How long has it been?
We've been here for about 25 years now. Yeah, 25 years in that location.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you had a different location before?
We were in Winnetka on the street,
Okay.
and we decided that we wanted to have a bigger space and we wanted to own it. So we had the opportunity to buy that building, and then we transformed it as a salon, and we've been here for 25 years and doing extremely well.
Okay, so can we talk about The Bachelor, Bachelor Nation, Golden Bachelor? Okay, let's go way back to the very beginning. How this all started. How did you come about being on The Bachelor?
You know what, to be quite honest with you, last year I was in vacation with my family. Every year I took my children, we go to Puerto Vallarta, which we have a home over there. And my daughter, my older daughter and my younger daughter were asking me tons of questions. Dad, what do you like to eat? Dad, what is your network? Dad, this, that.
And you didn't have a clue?
I didn't have a clue of what they were talking about. And they were taking pictures of me and stuff like that. I thought that was a bit bizarre, but that's what it is.
Right.
So we came back from vacation about 3 weeks later. Okay, my older daughter who lives in Canada, her name is Natalie, called me and said, Dad, I hope you're not going to be mad. And with my daughter in Canada, Natalie is always, what did you do?
Right.
What did you do? What do you need? And she
How
said,
much is this going to cost me?
Exactly, how much is it going to cost me? She said, Dad, I signed you up for the Golden Bachelorette. I said, what is the Golden Bachelorette? I said, you have never watched the show? I said, no, I've heard of the Bachelor, the Bachelorette, but no, I never watched the show. She said, they called me and they really want you. I said, how do they call me? How do they want me? She said, because I signed you up, Dad. I thought you'd be perfect for the role.
Did you think that you could find your person on the show?
I mean, I was open.
Okay.
I was open. I wanted to get to know her. I think the challenge would have been obviously the distance. Okay. I mean, the long distance relationship are challenging, particularly if you're not secure financially. I think that's one of the main things. I went there with a good intention. I had a good energy. I felt good. I didn't think I would go that far.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I thought, when I saw who she gave the first impression rose.
Right.
I mean, it's day and night.
Right.
He's a 300-pound bald guy, which I love. Which I love. Keith.
Right.
And me, the skinny 160-pound, a French suave, whatever they want to call it.
High maintenance.
High maintenance. And I said, I don't know if that's what she like. I'm out in a day.
Right.
And I end up going the distance.
Lastly, what would you have done different, if anything?
I mean, I would have loved to go into the fantasy suite with Joan and have a one-on-one conversation and tell her where I'm at, where is my feeling. It was very difficult for me to tell her that in front of the camera.
Right.
I just wanted to put it in a softer way than, we have a lot in common, but we're also so far apart.
Right.
And I wanted to do it in the privacy of the fantasy suite, but I was advised not to do it because that was not the right time to give her more hope. And so I had to end it at that dinner time. Yeah.
Right. Well, Pascal, thank you again. You're so much fun. We
Thank
could
you.
do this. We could do this again next week.
Oh my God! I love to talk. So.
Susan Knowles may not have found love on the first season of The Golden Bachelor, but viewers sure fell in love with her.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, this is awesome. So, I kept thinking about this. Were you a huge Bachelor Nation fan before this?
No, I really wasn't. I mean, I've seen the show. I watched it a few times.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened was I was living in Philadelphia in the city, and my girlfriend called me one day and said, "Oh, you have to fill out this application." I said, "For what?" She said, "They're having an old people bachelor." I said, "What?"
You get the call, you're going to be on, and then how much time do you have to like pack up and what you're allowed to bring and all that?
So that's the funny part. You have to go through all kinds of interviews and background checks and things like this. I got the call mid-March, and I didn't find out I was definitely going
Right.
for like 2 weeks before. And I used to say to them, "Look, I am not one that can run out and buy gowns like in a minute. I'm a pain in the butt." I mean,
Right.
you give me some kind. He goes, "Well, I'm not allowed to say, but let's just say maybe you should put things on hold, you know?" And I was like, "Okay."
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Did they give you like an idea of like what wardrobe and what you need to bring?
There were the rose ceremonies, which
Right.
I knew were more formal,
Yeah.
and then day wear, swimsuits, sneakers, like we needed everything.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. And everything took place in California, right?
Mhm, mhm,
And
at
you
the
guys were out there for what, a couple months filming?
No, it wasn't that long. I made it to the fifth ceremony, rose ceremony, which is the one before the hometown started. So
Okay.
it was about 5 weeks, five rose ceremonies. So
Now, did you get a chance to look up Gary before going on the show? And
I found out when America found out who he was.
okay.
Yeah. And
And
I
then
was
did you do like
so,
some little digging and stuff like that?
no, I didn't bother. No.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Okay. You just wanted like the cards to fall where they may,
Yes,
right?
if it was meant to be, it would have been, you know.
Right.
But him
Right.
and I bonded very early on as friends. There wasn't a lot of chemistry as far
Okay.
as dating,
Yeah.
but I had his back for everything. Like
Yeah.
he would get emotional, and I'd be like, "It's okay, Gary, you got this," you know. Like we were really good friends. And I asked him even after the show aired and it was done, and I said, "Why did you keep me so long?" He said,
Right.
"Listen, you were like my best friend there. You know, you
Oh.
had my back." And yeah, it was a great experience. And I made so many beautiful friendships.
Well, you really did, which is so interesting because, you watch the other versions, the Bachelor and Bachelorette, and they're definitely going at each other. They're younger, they're whatever they can at that point.
I know.
But you guys all seem to really bond with each
And
other.
we were happy for each other if they had a one-on-one date. I mean, we're mature. We've had life experiences. I have grandchildren, children, you know, it's like don't get all caught up like the young.
Speaking of that, your grandchildren, your children, what did they think when they first
My
saw
sons were a little, "Mom,
you?
are you serious?" And my daughter was my biggest supporter. She was
Oh,
fabulous.
that is incredible. And you're still close friends with quite a few of the women.
Yes, Kathy and I have a podcast, The Golden
Okay.
Hour on Bachelor Happy Hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
we do a lot together. And Nancy, and there's so many of them. I talk to pretty much everybody, but mostly our East Coast girls. Is Nancy lives right in Maryland, right outside of Washington, and
Okay.
yeah, and Teresa's up in North Jersey. I'm going to go spend a weekend with her this weekend.
That is so fun. Now, have the other women found new relationships?
Not too many. I have,
I
but
know you have. You have, and you're like totally, I mean, so tell us more about him. I mean, I see him all over the place with you.
did you
And
just see the headlines that we're getting married? I mean,
no, I'm sure.
that was news to me. I mean,
I know. You're like, did you buy that ring? He's a good guy.
he's a great guy. Yes.
Oh.
Kathy and I were on vacation. I've been going to St. Martin for about 15 years.
Oh, okay.
I love it there. And
On the
Kathy,
French side or the Dutch side?
I always go to the French side.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were there. And one night I had an espresso martini after dinner.
Okay.
We got home. We did our girl talk. We washed our faces. She went upstairs to bed. I went in my bed and I couldn't sleep. So I was playing games on my computer and such. And I went, let me download Tinder. Let me see. And the first person I saw was him. I swiped and
Right.
I got off. And I didn't go back on for 3 days.
Wow.
So when I did, he had messaged me. And yeah, we took a photo.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now he lives
in
someplace.
St. Martin.
Okay, he lives in St. Martin. So is it hard to have this relationship?
A little bit, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
long distance, and we
It's
see a lot of
definitely.
each other.
Yeah.
He's from France, and he's been in
Mhm.
St. Martin 10 years.
Okay.
I met his children. He's actually coming up here early July to meet my family.
So it is definitely possible to fall in love. And it doesn't matter where you're at.
I know,
Right.
and that my message coming off the show was mainly towards women 60, 50, even 50 or 60. It's life is not over. I
Right.
call this my last chapter, if you will. Hopefully, it's a really long one.
Right. Right.
But
Exactly.
it's the best chapter because we're confident and we're true to ourselves at this point. You know what I
Right.
mean? And there's so many possibilities out there. You never know what's going to happen, whether it's in love, in business, in life, period.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Like keep on living.
And you also do weddings.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been officiating for 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you get involved in that? That is the coolest
That's
thing.
a funny story. I was in a salon and my little assistant, she was my assistant for 9 years. I finally convinced her to get a license and she's a fabulous stylist now. And she met a woman. She was always with men, but she met a woman and she came to me in the salon and it sounded as if she was going to ask me to be in a wedding. And I'm 50 some years old and I'm dying inside. She goes, without you, I wouldn't be in hair. Without you, I'd never work at Curry. Without you, I, I and I'm like, uh-huh. She goes, will you marry us? I went, what? How do I do that? And then
Right.
I figured it out, and it was the first one, and I loved it. I
Wow.
absolutely loved it.
Is it the most incredible feeling?
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's always happy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Love is a beautiful thing.
Right.
And
Right.
people are always happy. I don't have to deal with the making the wedding happen. I just show up and I
Right.
interview them, and yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love your story. Our viewers love you. We'll hope to see you again on
Yes.
some other reality show. You never know.
I'm
Oh,
hoping Dancing with the Stars. I've been
okay.
playing with them for 2 years.
Okay. I think that you need to put a plug in. I think you need to text Val is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Jordan Heller's daughters love watching the Bachelor shows. So, what's it been like for him to go from a casual viewer to one of the contestants? Jordan Heller, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my
Welcome.
gosh,
Lovely
this
to be
is-
here.
It's wonderful and beautiful in Macy's in the
Yes.
Walnut Room. Isn't this gorgeous?
Oh, it's really gorgeous. I haven't been here in a long time. It's really gorgeous. So I like it. I'm coming back.
I know. I
Coming
think
back.
so. We got to jump right in. Were
Sure.
you a big Bachelor Nation fan before going on the show?
I would say, not necessarily a fan. I was a
Okay.
big Bachelor Nation user because I have 3 daughters.
Okay.
And my daughters love the show.
Okay.
And it would be kind of one of our rituals. We would watch the show. We would get together and watch the show. They would watch, and I would make fun of it and I'd be like, oh, come on, he's not really, you know what I mean? It's just, because certainly some of the younger ones, it's so contrived. You're like, there's no way that's real.
Right.
But now that I'm part of it, I mean, a lot of it is real.
It is real, right?
I just used to kind of mock it. And then, I think in the stories, my daughter, after one of those shows, my daughter, a couple of them signed me up, unbeknownst to me.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know. When they were
Okay.
asking for in a golden who's interested in love or something like that. So they sent in a few pictures and like a paragraph, and then they found me years later.
Oh,
The show did.
Years.
Like 4 years later.
So you're in the limo.
Yeah.
With how many guys at that point?
Well, the first limo the first night you meet everybody is the limo night, that first night.
Really? That everybody sees?
Yes. And you only meet the guys in your limo first. So I met the 5 guys in my limo.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was Pascal and Gary and Dan and Jack.
Okay.
Pascal, Gary, Dan, and Jack, and me, right?
You had a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. First of all, we were like, it's very surreal.
Okay.
Very surreal. You're driving up the driveway, you're in a limo with these guys, we're all looking out the window, and then you see Jonas standing there. I mean, it's something out of, you can't even imagine you're there. It's really
Right.
one of those things.
Oh my God.
And then the nerves kick in.
So you get out of the limo.
Yeah.
What was your first reaction? I mean, do you remember what you felt like?
Yeah, I was super nervous. I
Oh,
really
you
was.
are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was really nervous. I kind of forgot what I was supposed to say. I had a whole thing, and then I don't even remember. Literally, I didn't even remember what I said. I didn't know that I even got the words out. I was blacked out. It was legit blacked out.
Right.
And then I slunk back into the mansion, and I was just like, oh, my life is over. I can never scrub it from reality. But then I guess they edited it away.
I was going to say, they can edit,
they
right?
did a good job, because I'm telling you, I was like out on my feet.
Really?
She asked me twice, like, this is, she said to me twice, like, you're the first one, this is, history. No reaction for me. Literally no reaction for me. So they made it look good. So thankful to that.
My
And I thought
gosh.
I was going to go home. I thought, you have to kind of leave a good impression. And I was a deer in the headlights. It was terrible. It was
Well, that's why
terrible.
they let you stay. Because
Well-
you were the deer in headlights. Everybody has to have
You
a
have
purpose,
something. But
right?
then I made it up, because then later on in the day, they gave me a little pickleball routine. So we played a
Okay.
little pickleball, and I gave her a gift. I brought a little gift because I knew
What
she
did
just had
you
a
bring
recent.
her?
I had a cute little Chicago-style sweatshirt, which is like a little slice of pizza and a hot dog. And
So cute.
yeah, I was thinking about her. She had a recent grandchild, so I thought, and that may have saved me. That may have
I
saved
think
me.
that gave you some points.
Yeah, it saved me.
For sure. So you get into the mansion or you get into wherever you guys are living and you hear, do you guys get to hear from the other guys about their dates?
No, so you don't, only from the guys. So some
right.
guys are more open about, we were all like, hey, what happened? Like, you come back from fraternity, hey, what happened? Did you kiss her? What went on? Yeah.
Behind
a
the
couple
scenes,
times-
we actually don't get to hear all the good stuff.
Yeah, there were a couple of guys, I won't say who, but there were a couple of guys who had their dates, and we were betting at the mansion, like, he's not coming back.
Oh, really?
And they all did, though. Everybody came back. We were like, really? She's giving him a rose? We were like, he's not coming back. When she gets a look at him, he's not going to, no, I'm kidding. But no, we did, we had a little side bet of who's coming back and who's not coming back.
Best part about doing the show.
The friendships
Yeah.
with the guys was the best
That's what
part.
it seemed like.
Yeah, we really did become good friends on that show, and we stayed friends. We just, most of us went to Vegas for a weekend. It was a reunion with the guys, which was fantastic.
So you see it aired for the first time. Were you here?
Yeah, Pascal actually had a big watch party for the opening night. There's a lot of people that I knew. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But we don't know what's going to air either. So so I'm not sure exactly what's going to show. It's nerve-wracking because there's 5 or 6 days of footage sometimes for one episode.
Right.
So we're not sure how that's going to get cut. So it's nerve-wracking for sure.
Would you do another reality show?
Yeah, I would maybe not a dating show so much, because I don't like the whole forced love type of thing.
Right.
But definitely I would do another reality show. If someone's out there and wants to give me a reality show,
There we go.
let's go.
You know,
I have a lot
hit
of
him up
things.
on his DMs.
Yeah.
They're clean now.
They're clean. I'm into food. I'm into travel.
Oh, I
sports.
like that.
Let's
yeah,
go.
food and travel would be good.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
like a sexagenarian travel show.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
How
good?
about it?
Maybe we put that
Let's
together.
go. Let's put it together.
I think we put it together. We'll contact, my producer.
Whoever you need to talk to.
Yeah, whoever we need to talk to.
Let's get it done.
Let's get it done. First and foremost, we need to get some cash behind it, but that's just
That's it.
semantics.
That's secondary.
Exactly. Jordan, thank you
Are
again.
you kidding? This was fantastic.
This was
Thank you.
fabulous. We want to give a special thanks to Joe's Live for the beautiful accommodations. Thank you for spending part of your day with us, and we'll see you right back here next week. I'm Front Row Phyllis, and this is the Entertainment Zone.